mentioned power hours.
Mm-hmm.
So similar question came through about power hours and maybe sort of differentiating. I think there was some confusion about like what's the difference between a power hour and a coaching pod. And then again, like how are power hours, what makes power hours important to some of our coaches in training?
Yeah. So power hours, I love power hours. They're one of my favorite things because I get to be in all of them. So it's super fun for me. It's so power hours are the difference between a coaching pod and a power hour is a power hour is a scheduled set time every week. So every other week we meet at 12 p.m. Pacific time, and then on the off weeks we meet at 7 a.m. Pacific time every other week on Thursdays. So that alternates every week between an afternoon and an AM time, and it's just an hour long, and it's an opportunity for coaches to come into practice. But there's two things here. So one, if somebody's making up a class, this is a great opportunity for them to do that, to be able to coach somebody, and they cannot count that time that they spend coaching as a bartered hour. However, if a coach is just coming to practice and to learn and engage, and the other coach in the class says, yeah, you can put me on your client log, then they can actually use the time that they spend coaching on their client log. Something that is unique about the power hours as well is I'm there, and not like I'm there, but like for observation. You get me. I don't mean it like that.
That is a big benefit, Ashley. Don't undersell it.
I didn't mean it like that. More, but the observing factor is what I meant to say. You get like somebody who's going to observe, which is the role that I play in power hours. And sometimes there is another coach. So if we have an odd number of coaches, we will spend time all together in the room, and there will be two of us listening to a coaching session and giving feedback and encouragement and so on. Otherwise, if there's an even number, we do breakout rooms, and then I'll kind of hop around if coaches are comfortable, and we'll do the same, just kind of listen and give encouragement and feedback. And so that's a sweet thing about the power hours, which could also be done in coaching pods. Now that I'm like saying this out loud, I'm like, that could be a great thing. If you have an opportunity to pair up with 3 people at a time and have somebody observing a coaching session, that's also a great benefit of coaching pods too. But power hours, you'll always have that if you come to them. They're shorter than a coaching pod, and you are able to meet other people that might not be registered for a coaching pod. We have a lot of coaches that consistently show up at power hours every week, and it's fun. I've seen relationships get built between coaches, but I've also seen tremendous growth in coaches that are, you have your classroom setting. So I get to see we have coaches all from the first week of their class to alumni coming to power hours. So you have varying degrees of experience, and it's really, really cool. But to get to see the growth of each of them as the weeks go on is really beautiful. And then those that are spending time coaching outside of their class, you see an even like bigger jump in growth. And so power hours provide the opportunity for coaches to be able to practice outside of class in a safe place. And we always talk about like, this is like, just try some things. It's okay. Like, no need to be nervous or worried about anything. We're just here to learn and grow together. And you get to listen to other people coaching and put things into your tool belt as well. It's like, ooh, that was a really good question. Or I really liked that kind of style. That's something I'm going to pocket and really consider for myself. So yeah, that's the difference between coaching pod and power hours, is one is more flex schedule and time. And power hours an opportunity to make up time in class that's been missed. And yeah, you have an observer always in the power hour. So
I think it's funny because I know that some of the coaches that I've trained, they go to power out. They've gone to power hours, but started doing so as a way to make up a class. And when they came back to class the following week, they're like, that's not what I was expecting. I think there's this sort of, oh, it's a makeup, so it's just something I have to do quick. And they felt that I've gotten amazing feedback on, I really got a lot more out of that than I expected to. Several of the coaches, I'm hoping they did, but told me in class anyway that they were planning on going back more times and being more a part of that. So I think there is a lot of benefit to that observer piece, but also getting a chance to sort of talk through things and how different people are utilizing their skills and talents and tools with their variety of clients.
Totally. Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, it's so fun to see people come back. And that's kind of the cool thing about it too. It's no pressure. So if somebody can come once a month, that's awesome. Or if they come like sporadically, that's okay. You can see much more growth happen when somebody's consistently coming. But if somebody is just able to come whenever they can, that also is wonderful. And we're always excited to see those people in Power Hour. And it can range from 2 coaches to a Power Hour to 10. So, you never really know what's going to happen, and you get an opportunity to, again, people that are in their first week of program and people that have been coaching for 2 years, they both learn from each other. And I think that's the really cool thing. So it gives an opportunity for coaches to be able to kind of be out of their element and learn from somebody else in different steps along the way.
The golden question that always comes up with this is like, okay, well, how much do these things cost?
They are $0. They don't cost anything. And again, the Power Hours and coaching pods are exclusive to our coaching community. So this is current CTEDU coaches and alumni. So if you are, again, considering Coach Training EDU, these are huge benefits because they're going to expedite growth, but they're also going to provide opportunity for the networking and to build your client log hours, which is a really big deal to get to 100 hours to get your ICF credentialing. So yeah, if you are a part of our community, like, you are welcome to any and all of these, and it's free. Part of it. We care for you.
$0.
Zero.
We're not selling this. This is already included.
Yeah, it's a part of it. So that's what's cool.